Welcome to the awards ceremony for DeKalb School of the Arts Poetry Out Loud competition for 2021. We're so glad you've joined us. This year's competition was entirely virtual. We had 90 contestants who submitted videos of their poetry recitations. The competition was incredible. I'd like to give a quick thank you to our judges panel who volunteered their time to evaluate over 2.5 hours of video submissions. Very quick thank you to our own Miss Ruhi who helped us organize all of the judges. And now on to our winners. First up in the honorable mention category, we have Nia Welcher, Stanley Vaughn, Ryan Odom, and Elizabeth Smiley. Congratulations to all those who received an honorable mention. Next up is third place, and the winner is Aiden Berry, who recited Sweet Tooth by Russell Edson. Next up in second place, the winner is Grace McTeer. She recited Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. Next up, our first place winner who will represent DSA at the regional contest for Atlanta is Karma Hudnall, who recited That's My Heart Right There by Willie Padermo. Thank you to all the contestants and volunteers and judges who made this year's competition such a huge success. We appreciate all of your efforts. Please stick around for a showing of all of the winners' videos immediately following this announcement, and we look forward to seeing you at Poetry Out Loud next year.
This morning, I was walking upstairs from the kitchen, carrying your beautiful flowers. The flowers you bought me last night. Lilies and something else. I'm not sure what to call them. White flowers. Of course, you had no way of knowing that it's been years since I bought white flowers, but now you have, and here they are again. I was carrying your flowers, and a cup of coffee, and a soft yellow handbag, and a book of poems by a Chinese poet, in which I had just read the words, "Come or go, but don't just stand there in the doorway." As usual, I was carrying too many things. You would have laughed if you saw me. It seemed especially important not to spill a cup of coffee as I usually do, as I turned up the stairs, inside the world of the house, as if I were walking up inside the lilies. I do not know how to hold all the beauty and sorrow of my life.
This time I came to the starting place with my best running shoes and pure speed held back for the finish. Came with only love of the clock and the underfooting of the other runners. Each of us would be testing excellence and endurance in the other. Though on the paths I'd often veer off to follow some virile distraction down a side path, allow myself to pursue something odd or beautiful. Becoming acquainted with a few of the ways not to blame myself for failing to succeed. I had come to believe was beautiful had more to do with daring to take yourself seriously, to stay the course, whatever the course might be. The person in front seemed ready to fade, his long, graceful stride shortening as I came up along his side. I was sure now I'd at least exceed my best time. But the man with the famous final kick already had begun his move. Beautiful, I heard the spectators say, as if something inevitable about to come from nowhere was again on its way.
Ashen face, wool hat bobbing. The young boy's eyes dart to me, then up at the man pulling a rolling suitcase whose hand he holds, then back at me. His legs move as if without gravity. The man asks, "Do you know a church on the street that serves free food?" I want to say I know, that the names of churches on an avenue called America's roll out of me. I want to tell you it's temporary, their condition. Suitcase, darting eyes, seeking free food at 9 p.m. in a big city on a school night. I want to tell you I don't for a moment wonder if that is really the boy's father or uncle or legitimate caretaker. Something in the hand holding an eyes, having watched too many episodes of Law and Order. I want to tell you I take him to a restaurant and pay for a warm meal, or empty my wallet, not worrying how offensive that might be, because in the end, hunger is hunger. I want to tell you I call someone who loves them, that there is someone, and say your guys are lost, can you come? I want to tell you I sit down on the sidewalk at the corner of Waverly and pray. That all passing by, anonymous shoes marking the pavement, join in a chorus of prayer humming like cicadas in the Delta. I want to tell you the boy and the man eat food encircled by the warmth of bodies. I want to turn the cold night into a feast. I will tell you I am praying.
My own dear love, he is strong and bold, and he cares not what comes after. His words ring sweet as a chime of gold, and his eyes are lit with laughter. He's jubilant as a flag unfurled. Oh, a girl, she'd not forget him. My own dear love, he's all my world, and I wish I'd never met him. My love, he's mad, and my love, he's fleet, and a wild young wood thing bore him. The ways are fair to his roaming feet, and the skies are sunlit for him. As sharply sweet to my heart he sings as the fragrance of acacia. My own dear love, he's all my dreams, and I wish he were in Asia. My love runs by like a day in June, and he makes no friends of sorrows. He'll tread his galloping rigadoon in the pathway of the morrows. He'll live his days where the sunbeams start, nor could storm or wind uproot him. My own dear love, he's all my heart, and I wish somebody'd shoot him.
A little girl, made of sugar and spice and everything nice, was eaten by a man with a sweet tooth the size of an elephant's tusk. "Ah," he said, "this darn tooth, it's driving me nuts." Then another voice is heard. It's the little girl's father, who says, "Have you seen a little girl made of sugar and spice and everything nice? Incidentally, what's that thing sticking out of your mouth like an elephant's tusk?" "It's my sweet tooth, and it's really driving me nuts." "You ought to see a dentist, but he might want to pull at it, and I don't like people pulling at me. If they want to pull, they should pull at their own pullables." "So true," said the little girl's father. "People should pull at their own pullables and leave other people's pullables alone. But I wonder," he asked again, "if you've seen a little girl made of sugar and spice and everything nice."
A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on a grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped, and his feet are tied, So he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill. For the caged bird sings of freedom.
We used to say, "That's my heart right there." As if to say, "Don't mess with her right there." As if, "Don't even play. That's a part of me right there." In other words, okay, that's the start of me right there. As if come that day, that's the end of me right there. As if push come to shove, I would fend for her right there. As if come what may, I would lie for her right there. As if come love to pay, I would die for that right there.